It's a dog
Yeah.
reading a newspaper about dogs.
Yeah.
On a toilet pooping. I think they're like some kind of cowboy cut or something.
Cowboy.
Yeah, that's why I bought them.
That's
I'm
why you bought
still
them.
influenced by it. Did I tell you my first bike was called Iron Horse?
No, that's pretty sick.
Yeah. That's
pretty
why I
sick,
bought
actually.
it. I didn't like anything else about it except the words.
The word horse. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, because I was into cats in the way that you are into were into horses. And I remember I was like my brother and my dad would like talk about cars all the time.
Yeah.
And I didn't know anything about it. And I'd be like, I want a Jaguar. And my brother's like, you just like it because there's a cat.
Cool
on
girl.
it.
Yeah.
And my brother's like, you just like it because there's a cat. And I was
Mustang.
like, no.
I liked Mustangs.
Yeah, of course you did.
Clearly.
Oh,
It's just like the one little logo.
I know, yeah.
Wait, Polo? They have horses on the t-shirts, right?
Yeah.
I think I like that.
Ralph
for that
Lauren
reason.
has the horse.
Ralph Lauren, yeah.
Lauren.
Sorry, I'm just yelling. I just went, Ralph Lauren!
You're like, oh, rap Lauren?
Yeah, it is Lauren, huh?
It's Lauren, yeah.
My
'cause
whole
they're,
life
like,
I've been
French.
saying Lauren.
Really?
Mhm.
Well, that makes sense.
Mm.
Maybe every basic white girl named Lauren is just saying her name wrong.
Lorena.
It should be Lorena.
Yeah, that's pretty.
Yeah, I do like Lauren. Welcome to Worthless Clowns.
Welcome to Worthless Clowns, a podcast about how to...
A podcast about how we talk about how our pants are.
Yeah, we're running out of ideas.
I know, yeah. I'm like, tell me about
Now
your
we're just
pants.
doing cuts. We don't even know anything about cuts.
Yeah, I know, yeah.
And I went like this.
Yeah, about cuts.
That's when you don't know. You wave your hands back and forth.
Yeah.
Outer.
Outer.
I don't know what that is either.
You trying to describe the motion you're doing is so funny. You just wave your hands around, but like outer.
Yeah, like car wash.
Yeah,
you know?
The way that babies wave.
It's like saying like kitty corner, like a thing people know, but I'm like, car wash hands.
Wait, what's kitty corner?
That's nothing to do with this, but it's like when something is like diagonally from you, kind of.
What? I've literally never heard of this. Kitty corner?
Well, you're not from like the 50s. I feel like it's a really old person word.
Oh, and you are?
I just know it. I don't know. I just know it. I look up words. I
words.
love looking up words. Man, I used to hate that. I used to get so mad when I had to look a word up.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you're like, I should.
And now it's kind of fun
it.
because I don't have to do it.
Yeah. No, that makes sense. Well, this is a podcast about how stupid we all are.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Ali O'Neill. You can follow me on Instagram at It's Ali O'Neill.
I'm Brittany Cardwell. Follow me at Britona's Cardwell. Follow the pod at Worthless Clowns.
On Instagram.
We got a YouTube channel.
Got a YouTube
You can see
page.
me do. Fuck you. That's what me and Ali do. We haven't. Me and Ali, when we greet each other, we go, hey.
Yeah.
And we flip each other off.
Yeah.
It's like the kindest greeting. The contrast.
Well, no, it started because I would see you and I'd flip you off, but like in an angry way.
Yeah.
And so then you started doing that to me. But then like one time, I think you were walking in here and you were like, hey, just like real nice and then flip me off. Now we do it so often that I do that to like people, like other comics when I see them, and then I'll flip somebody off and they'll be like, and I'm like, fuck off.
I used to do this at work. When I was in grad school, I used to walk down. I had one really good friend, Robert, who you met. We'd walk down the hall. We'd just be passing each other, like getting coffee or whatever. And I would just like flip him off every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he loved it.
I love flipping
And it was like
people
a
off.
secret.
Yeah.
Because you're not supposed to do that. And it was like in a hallway, real brief.
Yeah.
Like it was like, I wouldn't raise it like above my like waistline.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You made him work for it.
Yeah.
And well, yeah, I think I said this on the pod before, but when I was mad at my mom when I was a kid, and I didn't yell back at her, when she would turn her back, I'd flip her.
Oh yeah. And you shake the finger a bunch.
Yeah, I'd be like
there's like power coming out of it.
Yeah, exactly. Because I couldn't like yell at her because I'd get
it's
slapped.
like static.
Yeah, and I'd be like,
you touch it, you get shocked.
Yeah. And my mom's like, is somebody flipping me off right now? Like she feels it.
Yeah. I remember the time I learned what this meant and that you're not supposed to do it.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the car with my mom and I was at some age where it was important to me to figure out how to stick one finger up at a time on my hand.
You must have been really young.
Yeah, I think I was pretty young. And so I was like practicing putting my thumb out, my index out, middle finger out, ring finger out. That one's hard.
Yeah, that one's hard even for adults.
Look at this.
Yeah, it doesn't have as much like dexterity.
You can't make it go all the way out.
Ugh.
Pinky out. And I finally got it down perfectly. I remember like really working on it. And then I went, Mom, watch. And I like did this. And she went, and like made me feel real bad about it.
Yeah.
Even though I obviously wasn't doing the gesture. I was just like practicing something important for me.
And look at you now.
Look at me now.
You can use all your fingers.
Yeah. On the way over here, right before we got to the studio.
Oh my God,
we got catcalled big time.
Yeah,
and,
but it was in like the weirdest way.
It was the weirdest way. We were walking by and it was like a group of like 4 guys. And one of them just went, whoa! And then he said some other stuff.
And then Brittany and I just ignored him because you can't like react.
You have to. You can't react.
And
I
then
wanted to laugh so hard.
As soon as we cross the street, both of us at the same time, we're like, whoa!
It was a pretty good one.
It was so funny.
It was the best one I've heard in a while.
It's like a kid
he let it last for so long.
It was a very long time.
It was a kid who saw a kickflip for the first time.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh!
Yeah, it's like a kid getting a water gun on Christmas.
It's also like the I think you should leave sketch. Oh,
yeah.
Is that a motorcycle?
Is that a motorcycle? Is that 2 ladies?
Yeah, they got ladies here.
Whoa!
Yeah, it's good.
I wonder if his friends are like, oh, Jesus Christ. Like, I wonder if he does that all the time and his friends are like, oh, there he goes again.
I always wonder what the friends think of it. The ones that aren't doing it, I'm like, is this fine?
I also feel like a lot of catcalling is like dudes like showing off.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like usually groups of guys.
But it fails so often that it's a risk if you're trying to show off. Like, you're going to get ignored.
Yeah, but the guy's like, hey, did you see me yell at that lady?
Yeah.
Are you guys impressed? Yeah, I can yell at a lady.
Yeah, I forced some information on her.
Yeah, I told her that she looks good and then she pretended that she didn't hear it.
Yeah.
You guys impressed?
One time I got a cat call. It was like the weirdest one ever.
Mm-hmm.
They just said, I miss you.
Wow. That's a lot.
Yeah.
I don't like that.
I didn't like it either. It's real creepy. And it wasn't like, I miss you. It was like, it was like low, like serious sounding.
It was like, I miss you.
Yeah.
And then you were like,
yeah. One time.
You should have been like, Dad?
This wasn't a cat call, but one time I was like waiting for the subway and I had some hair ties on my wrist. And this old man comes up to me and he points to the hair ties and he's like, you have hair ties on your, what are those? Or something like that. And I was like, yeah, I have these hair ties on my wrist. And he's like, what does that mean? And then I was like, oh, I use it for my hair. And then he said something like that his wife used to do that. Like
he's like, my wife also had hair.
He thought it was like meaningful. And I was like reincarnated, or like his wife reincarnated, and he knew because I had hair ties on my wrist.
And like I have hair ties on my wrist all the time.
Yeah,
everybody
every girl
does. Yeah.
I only don't now because I was on that show. Oh, I just did our first guest, Eitan Levine. I just did his show on him and Drex Clemens' show on Amazon Prime. Sports Talk.
And she talked about horses the entire
about horses
fucking
the
time.
whole time. So check that out. I did the horse noise again. Twice. They loved it. I also put my hooves in the air.
My hooves. Dude, your hooves. Dude, you can only call your hands your hooves.
And then we talked about how come I never made a collage. Like I was always collaging on my walls and stuff.
Yeah.
And I never, we were talking about how I'm obsessed with animals and how I have a joke about elk being hot and stuff like that. And we were like, why didn't I ever put like a celebrity picture on a horse body? Like Eminem.
Like Eminem's head on a horse body?
on an Appaloosa.
Oh my God, dude.
That's what we got to do.
Eminem on an Appaloosa.
Gotta Photoshop that for the pod.
Dude, I'll fucking do it. I'll make Centaur Eminem.
Yeah.
But he's gonna be all speckly on the bottom.
Yeah.
I saw this TikTok. I also get a lot of horse material. This is completely unrelated, but I saw this TikTok of like this lady who is a photographer for horses. And she was like, guess what this horse did the entire time? And the horse had its cock out the entire time.
God.
And so she went back and forth being like, yep, photoshopped out this cock, photoshopped out this horse cock. She's like, you gotta Photoshop out their cocks.
Yeah. There's like an SNL sketch. I think it's SNL.
No,
and
it's I Think You Should Leave.
Is it?
It's I Think You Should Leave. And I know what you're talking about. Where it's like it's a horse.
The horse.
They breed
They
horses
all
to have small dicks.
cocks so that when the guys go and ride horses with their wives, they're not like threatened
Yeah,
by the horse having a bigger dick.
That shit is so funny. And like in the sketch, she's like, "Wow, that's not that big. Yours is bigger."
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Yeah, it is." And he like nods his head and smiles.
So good. We went to another metal show last night.
Yes, we fucking did.
With Lizzie Cassidy, also a guest before. Dave Ross, Irene
Future
Morales,
guest.
Andrea Allen.
Yep.
All future guests.
All future guests,
Yeah.
really.
It
Yeah.
was really fun.
Very fun. That band Eat.
Oh, this band Eat was so fun. They
Dude,
got
they
a
were
great
insane.
logo, and that's not why I liked them. But it was initially. And then I was like, I hope I like them. Because
Also,
I like the logo.
Yeah, we also, well, it was like,
And the shirts.
yeah, the shirts were great. We both bought a shirt. And if you look at the poster for the event, it had like all the bands and all of their like metal logos that look like a pile of sticks.
Yeah.
And then it just said in huge bold letters, "Eat."
Yeah.
And it was just like so insane.
They were awesome.
Dude, and the guy, okay, the main guy.
Front guy was real weird.
The front guy was so weird.
He looked like Dylan Adler a little bit.
No, he looked like Tyler Childers.
Mixed up.
Yeah. Well, he had like Dylan Adler's like mannerisms.
Yeah.
But he looked like Tyler Childers. And he like came into the dance floor and like started dancing with
danced
everybody.
with every single person who was on the floor.
Yeah, I know. Like personally. And they had like all these like crazy graphics and shit. And everybody in the bill. Also, wait, were you there for the time that the guy, you might have been getting a beer and you didn't see this. You know the one guy who was like bald and had a beard who looked way older than everybody?
One of the performers?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was like, "This kid came over to my house and then I hit him."
Oh my God, I do
You remember that?
What did he say though?
He was like, "I saw a kid the other day and he came over into my yard and so then I slapped him." And then the whole band was like, "Yeah."
And then they just started their next song.
And then they just kept going. Like everybody.
Every time we go to these shows, there's like one guy
who's insane.
who says something like really irrelevant and not very funny.
Yeah.
It's just like a weird, what is it called when you say something?
Riff?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. I'm going to be real focused on figuring this word out now.
Oh, man. We should take a break. We have to figure out what this word is.
Yeah.
Tangent?
We don't know any of the letters. I'm not going to be able to figure it out.
Tangent?
No, but
whatever.
We'll talk about it later. This is not important.
I know what you're talking about. It's like a word that seems French. Hey, write into the pod to tell us what word we're thinking of. Maxim, do you know what we're talking about?
When you say something really random and off.
Yeah, and it sounds French.
Yeah.
Or it feels French.
We both can't move off of this.
I know, yeah.
We're real focused on
Autism,
this
the
word.
podcast.
You thought we talked too much about animals? Now it's one word.
Now it's one word that we can't fucking remember.
Yeah, it's a dictionary pod.
I know.
We just look up words and wonder what they mean. Or we do the opposite where we're like, here's a concept. What's a word for that?
Yeah.
That's a good pod.
No, that would suck.
But yeah, the metal show was fun. Not to go on and on about horses, but I turned to Ali one time and I was like, and I really felt this as I was listening. Sometimes when I listen to metal, it's like, oh, that's a trot, that's a canter, that's
like
a
based
gallop.
on how fast
you know?
it's going.
Like sometimes when it's like that's a gallop.
Yeah.
Right? And other times it's like do 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 boom. You know when they're drumming on their chest.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like off beats. That's a trot. That's a trot.
Yeah, and then
God, I love metal horses. I love these like horses on TikTok too. I've sent them to you before.
Yeah.
And it's just like a really sick looking horse.
Like a beautiful,
like
sexy
beautiful,
horse.
long, kind of shaggy hair.
And they're
then
like slow blinking to metal.
to metal music.
It's like glamour shots of horses.
Yeah.
And they like slow it down.
Yeah.
Like Pam Anderson running out of the beach. Like running on the beach. And then it's just like metal music. And I'm like,
They're so good.
Who is this for? And I'm like, oh, Brittany. That's who it's for.
Me and Lizzie, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And then we should talk about the picture we saw on the way here.
Oh, God. Okay.
We saw the best picture
We were
of all
walking here
time.
so fast. We were almost late. So we were like hustling.
Yeah.
And we walked past this store that had a bunch of like paintings and stuff. And we saw it real briefly because we were going so fast.
Well, you saw it. I didn't.
Dog. It's a dog
Yeah.
reading a newspaper
Yep.
about dogs
Yeah.
on a toilet pooping. It's a painting of a dog pooping on the toilet.
And it's so good.
I took a picture. We're gonna post it on the pod.
And that store is near my apartment. I'm gonna fucking buy it.
You should buy it.
I'm gonna buy it, and I'm gonna move into the new apartment with James and be like, this art has to be in the living room.
And the newspaper stories are like,
yeah,
Barack Obama.
Yeah, Barack Obama passes pet insurance
approves
bill.
universal vet care.
Yeah.
Cat burglar strikes again, and it has a cat with a question mark on its face.
Yeah.
Man bites dog. And the dog's laughing and pooping at the same time.
Yeah. And I love its little like back legs on the toilet.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. Oh, also my gorilla bins came today.
Allie's moving.
I'm moving.
So if you've come up with a lot of ideas about where she lives from all the little clues we've given you, they're irrelevant now.
Yeah, that's right. Mm-hmm. After this comes out, I'll already have been moved.
We're going to lose some followers.
I know, yeah. They're going to be like, now I can't stalk her. Yeah. Even though I don't think anybody would want to stalk me, honestly.
They don't want to see you crying to Tyler Childers.
I know,
on the street.
Yeah, walking around at 2 a.m.
Somebody's got pictures of you doing that.
Yeah, I know. Please don't leak them to the press to let everybody know that I'm sensitive.
Yeah. Allie's so excited about her gorilla bins, though.
I know. It's because, and also like every time I talk about moving, the only thing I talk about are these bins. It's like this service where you rent bins and they drop them off and then they pick them up at the new location. So you don't have to like pack anything yourself. And it's like, they're like heavy duty bins. So you don't have
but
to
you
get
have to put all the stuff in them, right?
Yeah, but it's like, you don't have to like find a bunch of cardboard boxes and then dispose of them. And then also like tape them up and like make sure that things aren't too heavy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Because they're like big plastic bins.
Yeah.
And every time somebody's like, where are you moving to? I'm like, well, my bins are coming June 23rd.
Yeah.
I just keep
You're
talking.
not answering the question at all.
I know. And I'm just
They're like, what's the apartment like? The bins are red and black.
Yeah.
They come in a couple colors.
Yeah. And so like
the dimensions are 3x2.
Yeah.
By
I got 12 small bins and then 8 large bins. And then they're like, what neighborhood? And I'm like, well, the bins, they come with labels.
Yeah.
And like,
and they got a track latch on top.
Yes, they do.
I learned a lot about those bins from one glance.
Yeah.
You can do that with
They're good
with
bins,
your brain.
Dude.
Yeah.
And so the reason why the bins are so exciting to me is because I can't feel like I can start moving until the bins got there. Because I can't pack anything up. Like, I've been, like, cleaning and throwing shit away and whatever. Yeah. But it's like, I can't pack anything until the bins arrive. But now, it's moving time.
Bin. Like it's some, like, game show. Like, you won. You said bin 100 times just before. I couldn't stop thinking about it.
The bin counter.
Every time you said it, it sounded like ding.
Yeah. Bin. Oh my God. All right. You got a stupid story?
Yeah, I got a story. This one is so embarrassing. Mm-hmm. Okay. So
I love this one. This is a good one, folks. Fucking buckle up.
This one feels it's probably more embarrassing than the Comedy Central portfolio story. Which you should go watch that clip.
I don't even think that's, I mean, it is embarrassing when you did it, but it's just so funny now.
Yeah, I mean, that's why this one is actually really embarrassing on every level.
Yeah, I know. And it's really funny, but it's cringy. That's what it is.
It's so cringy.
Yeah.
God.
Anyway, tell the goddamn story.
All right. Well, at my job, when I first started, there's this guy who worked there, and I kind of had a little crush on him. Mm-hmm. I kind of had a crush on everybody at the time because I just got out of my thing.
And then everybody became available
Everyone
to you?
seemed interesting and fun.
Yeah, because they weren't your ex,
Yeah. I don't think this guy was great at all. But he was bald, okay? That's important because I would go to work and I'd be all anxious because he sat not that far away from me. It was like diagonal to where I am.
Yeah.
Kitty corner. Okay. I hope I'm using that right.
Dude, I look it up and it's like a racial slur.
I hope I'm using that.
And you're like, he was a kitty corner. It's a racial slur for bald people.
Yeah.
Well, I guess not racial.
Yeah. So I'd be like at my desk trying to focus and stuff. But I couldn't because I'd always see his bald head in my periphery because he was like right diagonal to me. That was stressful.
The light is reflecting off of it and blinding you.
Yeah. Anytime it moved, I was like, is he looking at me?
Cats are chasing the beams.
Yeah. And I don't know. We would he was always flirting with me and stuff. This is also the guy that explained to me how to how to use the salad bar.
Oh, yeah.
I have
Wait,
a
hold
bit
on. I have
about it,
one
so-
thing about
yeah.
baldness
Mhm.
real quick.
Oh.
I'm moving in with our friend James Coburn, who's like a great comic, and he is also bald.
Bald comic.
But he's also a hat guy.
Yeah. I forget that he's bald.
Yeah, and he's like a hat guy, so he wears hats all the time.
Mhm.
And he's like, just so you know, when we move in together, I'm gonna be like bald all the time. And I'm like, yeah, dude, I fucking
so
know.
Funny.
And I'm like, yeah, dude, you think
He's afraid you're gonna back out of living
I
together
know,
because
and
he's
I'm-
gonna be bald.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like, now I have to look at your dumb fucking head all the time. And I'm like, bro, it would be weirder if you wore a hat all the time
yeah.
inside.
Yeah. He's like going into the shower with his cap on.
He puts a shower cap on and doesn't look in the mirror so he doesn't remember that he's bald. And I'm like, dude, I'm gonna be like not wearing makeup and like looking disgusting all the time. Like
when he doesn't have a hat, like he forgets and you're around, he's just like has to act all stressed out with his
I know,
hands on his head. He's just like, oh man.
he's just always looking in a cabinet until I leave the room.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
So I kind of had a crush on this guy. He was explaining how salad bars work to me. And then later he explained how the sandwich bar worked. Insane. I have a bit about it. I don't want to do the bit, but he
He thought you were dumb.
he thought it was dumb. I thought he was doing a bit with me. So
Yeah.
then I was like, oh, and I would say stupid stuff back.
Yeah.
Like
You're like
he's-
improving with him. Yeah.
He's like telling me about exactly how it works and like the tomatoes and everything in plates.
Yeah.
And I thought it made me like him better initially because I was like,
You thought it was a
he
bit.
loves doing dumb bits.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a dumb bit back.
Yeah.
But then he just thought that I didn't know the answer to my question, my dumb question. And then he did it again at the sandwich bar. And then I was like, are you serious? We did this 2 days ago. And then I was like, maybe he's doing a bit where he's reflecting on how stupid his other bit was because he feels bad that I wasn't actually dumb. But he actually just explained sandwich bars to me.
He really thought you were like a child.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we both have PhDs. Like he knew I needed that degree to get the same job he had. And yet he's treating me this way. It's insane.
Oh, God, that's so funny. And we both have PhDs.
So anyway, I had a little crush on this guy despite all of that. And
because you just loved hearing him explain stuff.
Yeah, I don't know. He he was like moving away.
Mm-hmm.
He got a job in a different state. And I was like sad.
Yeah.
Oh, also
It's fun to have a crush.
it's fun to have a crush.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then he would like call me all the time. And we'd talk on the phone for like an hour.
Did you ever hang out outside of work?
One time at work when we knew he was leaving, we had like a really long lunch together.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like kind of romantic.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
But then he told me to watch this stupid movie.
What movie?
And I watched it. And I kind of tried to enjoy it because
Wait, what movie
I
was
can't
it?
remember what it's called, but
Fuck.
it's like a movie about somebody who sees like light dots. And it's religious. I didn't know it was gonna be like super spiritual. And I didn't know that he like was like that at all, I guess. So I was just like, yeah, I'll watch the movie. And then I go home and watch
And you're
it.
like, wow, this is good.
The acting's really bad.
Really?
Yeah. I'll have to find out what it was called. Anyway, he leaves. He calls me all the time. We talk for like an hour.
Mm-hmm.
And it's weird because it's like he like lives in Tennessee now or something like that.
Yeah.
Like we're not gonna date. But
No,
he's
no.
calling me a bunch.
Yeah.
And at the end of one of the calls,
Go
he
on.
suggested that we meditate together on the phone. And I did it. And I didn't hesitate. I was like thinking it sounded nice. And it only retrospectively, I was like, that was really weird. We meditated for like 10 minutes. We were just silent on the phone together.
You should have hung up.
Allie thinks he was jerking off.
Yeah, I do. I do think he was jerking off to your like breathing sounds.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, she's fucking meditating. I can make her do whatever I want.
Yeah. So I'm really embarrassed about that. And then I found out he had a girlfriend. And he was calling me all the time.
Whoa.
And I told him, I was like, you can't call me and talk to me like this.
Dude,
if you're like dating somebody.
That part.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And so I was like pissed and I was like, it's really not fine.
Yeah.
And it's like, you can call me if you guys break up or whatever. But I wasn't like
yeah,
suggesting anything.
Yeah, that's one of those things where it's like it's not cheating, but it is.
Oh,
but it's like
it's almost worse in a way.
Well, it's not cheating, but it's like putting yourself in the situation to cheat,
Mm-hmm.
and you're almost like justifying it because you're like, oh, I'm just calling my friend.
She's my friend.
I'm just having a long lunch with her and telling her to watch a movie and telling her to meditate while I jerk off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know? And so it's like, he's probably like justifying it, being like, I'm not doing anything wrong.
No,
I'm not cheating.
I was so mad, and then I didn't hear from him for like 2 months, and I was like, good. He's doing the thing. That's nice. But I like missed him because I had a crush. It was probably one of my first crushes after the breakup and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he called me one time. I was at a conference in a hotel. He called me.
Whoa.
And I was like, oh, maybe they're like,
broke up.
Why else would he call me?
Yeah.
Right? We talked for an hour, and then I find out they're still together.
What?
And then I like yelled at him, and we never spoke again.
Dude, he's so weird. What the fuck?
He's weird.
What a weird thing to do.
I know.
Oh, God.
Yeah. I thought that meditation thing was going to be... I actually feel not as cringe as I thought it was going to feel.
Yeah. It's just funny to be like, yeah. But also, I think it's like relatable because it's like... I don't know. I do dumb. Everybody does dumb shit for like people that.
And you're in the moment, and you're just like, who cares?
Yeah.
I didn't think through it that much. I was like, I'll do anything. I like this guy.
I know. Yeah. And you're like, oh
I'll stop having horses for a
guy.
I
know. Yeah, literally.
Even though I build my life and my personality around it, I'll stop.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, I'll meditate for 10 minutes. That's nothing.
Yeah. No, I've done fucking real dumb shit for boys.
Yeah, I'll learn Eminem lyrics and scribble them out to the library in case Eric sees them.
Scrabble them out. Bin.
Oh yeah, the metal show.
That could be a metal song.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's the other thing, because like every maybe you should do it.
One of the bands, there's always like a little break in between the bands. So one of the band's like sets ended. And then we walk out to get a drink, and we're like standing at the bar. And then Brittany's like, I really like that song that was like, ba, 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 ba.
They're all so good to like repeat.
I know.
And like you can just stand there watching them and be like, ba, 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 ba. I was singing along at one point to that dude from the first band we saw.
Yeah.
The one that was all like, he was
the
like,
one who reminded us of Big Sam.
Yeah, and Fred Flintstone.
A little bit.
Or Barney. He's more Barney.
What?
Right? I don't know. He looked cartoony. And he acted cartoony.
Yeah.
And he had like the body structure of a Flintstone.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he was shaped exactly like Fred Flintstone.
Yeah. Anyway, but some of his songs I started like singing along to.
Yeah.
He'd like, he's staring at everybody.
Yeah.
And then he sees me and I'm like, boom, 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 boom. He probably thought I was like so into it.
I know, yeah. And he's like, I'm doing this for that one.
Yeah.
I'm doing it for that girl
this
over
lady
there.
Gets me.
Yeah.
We're connecting.
Yeah. He was so fucking ridiculous. He was like, it was like pretty like heavy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Also this morning my ears were all fucked up and I'm like, dude, I gotta wear.
You gotta put the napkins in there.
I know. Brittany was like, Brittany went to the bar and asked for a napkin so she could stick it in her ears for earplugs. Right. But they also sell earplugs there.
Oh, I should just get those.
Yeah. And then you handed me like a half crumpled napkin. You were like, for your ears? And I was like, no, I don't want that.
You got a story?
Yeah, I do. It's fine. This story's fine. So during the pandemic,
you're like, it's not about bins.
Yeah, it's not
about bins. Which is what I would like to focus on.
Or horses. So everybody can skip ahead. During the pandemic, I couldn't do like comedy or anything. So then, like, obviously I couldn't do comedy. I couldn't like hang out with any of my friends. A guy that I was seeing broke up with me like as soon as the pandemic started. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I need a thing to do, you know? So then I started running 6 miles a day, which is like psychotic behavior.
And have you been running at all before that?
No.
Oh, whoa.
Never ran ever in my life.
And you started at 6?
Well, I started like running. No, I worked up to 6.
Oh, okay.
But I was running every day. Mm-hmm. And so then I like very easily got to 6.
Yeah, yeah.
And then so that was after work on the weekdays, I would do 6. And then on like weekends, I would like run and walk like 10 miles.
Yeah.
I lived in Bushwick, and then I walked all the way to like Dumbo and back.
Mm-hmm.
It was insane.
There's nothing else to do
because there's nothing else to do. Yeah, and then I would listen to like full albums.
Yeah.
And but anyway, so I was like desperate for human interaction, which I think a lot of people were like during the pandemic, and so I did this multiple times where somebody would be trying to parallel park and I would jump in and help them. So somebody would be like doing the old back and forth and I'd be like, I would stand there.
And you're masked up, so you have to just wave. It's like a little gesture.
I wasn't masked when I was running. Like I would put it on when I was passing somebody because nobody was out in the streets. Yeah. Like if I was like walking by somebody, I would like cross the street or put a mask on or whatever. Same. But I would like.
I used to pass someone when I was running. I would like go 6 feet around them.
Yeah. Same.
I was so scared.
Yeah. I would like stand up and I'd be like, yep. Yeah, you got it. No, you got room. Yeah, you got you got way more room than you think you do, dude.
You're almost
Come
like
on.
a mad husband the way they do it.
Yeah, exactly. I'm like standing hands on my hips. I'm like, come on, you got it. Get in here. And then I'm like, stop. And I'm like, no, you got plenty of room. Stop.
Stop. Like right after you say your room. Stop.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
That is always how it is.
And then
did you get their numbers after or something?
No. Because I would run away after. I would just I would jump in and be like, no, you got it. Stop. And then run the other way like a hero. Yeah. And then there was one time I saw somebody.
Did anyone get mad at it? Were they like, leave me alone?
People were definitely like, what the fuck is going on?
It's such a weird way to connect.
I know.
It is really like
it's all I had.
Yeah.
And then,
that's why you're running. You're just waiting to see someone trying to park.
Yeah. I was waiting to see somebody.
You don't run in the park. You're just like running in the most trafficked area.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And then there was one time I like came up to a car and I was like, yep, you got it. And then they just drove away. And I think they were leaving. Yeah. And I jumped in like too quick.
You got lots of room.
And then they were like, it was so fucking
Some of them
dumb.
must have been so confused because nobody does that. So I wonder if some of them were just like, this lady's just waving her hands at me.
No, I would like yell and you can hear when you're in a car. Man, like a lot of people were like would listen to me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then sometimes there'd be people who, I probably did this like 5 times. And like sometimes there'd be people who like, because I'm pretty good at parallel parking. And I'm like, no, you got to turn the wheel all the way to the right. Yeah,
like
literally.
A coach on the sideline, like telling people how to park.
Yeah, and I'm like, no, you got to go all the way to the right, and then you got to stop and then go all the way to the left.
It's crazy.
And then
people don't know to go all the way. You have to go all the way.
But I think the mistake that people make is that they turn the wheel while they're moving.
Oh, yeah.
And
no,
so
you
then
gotta start it that way.
Or like, because you go like all the way to the right, and then you stop and go all the way to the left, but then people are turning the wheel as they're still moving.
They're missing out on a lot of.
I know, exactly. And that's the problem. So if you ever need to parallel park, fucking call me.
Also, Dad, if there's any pod you're going to listen to episode, it's this one.
I know.
You're
gonna proud of me, Dad?
Yeah. God, he loves that stuff. Should we get into the post?
Yeah, let's get into the little posty.
Oh, are you reading it?
I can read it.
Okay.
Okay, sick. All right, ready? Am I the asshole for not letting my girlfriend wear her, quote, unique dress to a wedding?
Wait. I kind of like the thing Tim does where we have to decide before hearing it.
Oh, yeah.
Based on just that, I mean, I have read part of it, sorry, a little, but based on just that, I probably would be like, yeah, you are an asshole.
Yeah.
For trying to like police what she's wearing.
No, definitely.
But then...
Don't give it away. Spoilers. Okay. Throwaway account because she uses Reddit. He's a male 25, girlfriend, female 30, Nat, has a very particular sense of style. Picture Harley Finkel from Wizards of Waverly Place. You will get the idea. Hold on, I have to search this person up.
Yeah, I don't know what that person looks like, but I imagined like lots of purple and like wispy hair and There's gray. There's like gray
Sorry,
stuff.
I looked up Harley Finkel, and then it came up Harley Finkel, DC chiropractor in Lake City, Arizona.
What a specific choice for fashion.
I know.
They're just wearing like clearance Target.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I see what's going on.
Okay.
This kind of person.
Oh,
people who wear
it's cuter than I thought it would be. But I thought it was going to be like almost witchy.
Yeah, or I thought it was
but with stones or whatever.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like, but it's like
she wears like
a lot of
strawberry dresses.
Yeah, like a lot of bold colors and patterns, and like it's very different every day.
Yeah, a lot of matchy with the colors. Okay, that doesn't look wizardy to me.
Okay, Wizards of Waverly Place is like a Disney Channel show.
Oh, okay.
That like it was basically, I don't know, I've never seen it, but my understanding of it is it's basically like Harry Potter, but like a comedy and not as dark.
Yeah.
It's like the Disney Channel version. So it's like it's like a school where everybody's a wizard.
Oh.
I don't know. I think Selena Gomez was in it.
Okay. Very bright colors. It's kind of 70s looking.
Yeah.
Sometimes, yeah. Okay.
All right. Let me get back into this postie. You really
I
scrolled
thought
for a
also
long time.
because they said she was 30 and he was 25. I started imagining like an old wizard lady.
Because she's 30?
Just because she's 30. Just because he's younger. I mean, I'm older than her, but yeah.
Oh, but because like you think that he has whatever. Yeah. Okay.
Like I was thinking Dumbledore, I guess.
You were
just say that.
Just as Dumbledore. Don't get me wrong. I never had a problem with that. In fact, I love the way she dresses because she loves to do so. And I am happy if she is happy.
And that's what I'm supposed to say.
Yeah. The thing is, sometimes she likes to incorporate memes into her clothes. No problem. It's cute. But now she wants to wear a dress.
Wait, what? How is she incorporating memes into her
Well,
clothes?
I think he's about to explain it.
Yeah, but what do you think it would be like?
Probably like shirts that have memes on them.
Oh, okay. Just shirts with memes. Okay.
What did you think it was going to be? Like
I don't know.
Like she's like dressed like I'm having a hard time thinking of
like
a meme.
You know what I would wear?
What?
I would wear a locket of that little boy, the one that's like, could you ever, when you ever do anything and you do it so much?
Have you ever when you
That's going to be merch, a locket. This boy.
And then it opens and it plays the whole sound.
It plays the sound.
But if you shut it, it doesn't turn off.
Yeah.
So you just have to listen to the whole thing every time.
Yeah. It's going off in a work meeting.
Yeah,
constantly.
I know. I opened my locket again. Okay, so she incorporates memes into her clothes. No problem, it's cute. But now she wants to wear a dress inspired by the meme "gay rat wedding" to my friend's wedding, which I've never heard of. I've never heard of this either. We got to look it up after.
Gay rat wedding.
Hold on, I'm looking up gay rat wedding.
To a wedding.
Yeah, are they gay rats? Do you think they're gay rats getting married?
Yeah, I do.
Let me see this gay rat wedding meme. Sorry, I'm Googling it. Images. What?
I hope they're sparkly.
Oh. It's like a...
Can I see?
Oh, it's an episode of Arthur where people get gay married and it was banned.
Man, that was... it was banned?
Yeah, because there's gay in it.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Gay rat wedding.
It's a nice day for a gay rat
so that
wedding.
Was a meme, like they resurrected
Hold on, that was good,
or something?
Brittany.
Yeah,
that was really good.
Nice day for a
gay rat wedding.
I'm so glad you brought that back. So glad you brought my attention to it because that was good.
And I'm like, hold on, Brittany.
Hold on.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, okay. She wants to wear a dress inspired by the meme "gay rat wedding" to my friend's wedding. He and his fiance are gay. Oh, that makes it worse.
What's the meme though?
I think that that just became a meme.
Oh, just the fact that it got banned, and so there.
Yeah, and people just I don't know. You know how things evolve. I don't know. Whatever.
Just calling it "gay rat wedding" is probably the meme.
Yeah. Exactly.
Ridiculous. Okay. Understood. Computed.
He and his fiance are gay. I told her, maybe that is not really appropriate. I mean, it does make sense. Because also it's like, I don't know. It's weird. Let me finish the post.
It's just weird because she's like, okay, what should I wear to the wedding? Okay, theme, gay.
Gay rat wedding.
Yeah. Gay. Yeah. She's just matching like words.
Yeah. I told her maybe that's not really appropriate. The dress in question would be full of little stuffed rats, pride flags, and a big "I support gay rats" on the front.
Oh my God.
It almost, because if you don't understand the meme, it sounds like you're calling them rats.
Yeah, the whole wedding would be like, somebody would have the job of having to let all the guests know what the meme was.
Yeah, exactly.
In order, like, so that everyone can stay calm.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
It would be so stressful.
I know.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense.
Yeah. No, you don't understand. It's a meme.
Yeah. It's barely representative, but...
Yeah. My friend is not a big fan of the way my girlfriend dresses, and I think this dress may cause a certain uproar at the wedding. Now, Nat is upset with me and claiming that I am throwing water in the flame of her creativity.
Oh, I don't like her.
Oh my God.
She talks like that.
The wedding is next month, so she has plenty of time to think about getting something else to wear. Should I let her go with the dress? Am I the asshole in this situation?
No.
Yeah, not at all.
Not at all. Don't let her wear that.
Yeah.
She's gonna like bring too much attention to herself anyway. Like in a general way, she's taking away from the thing.
Yeah, it's also like, I think like a lot of people dress like that because they like the attention, which is totally fine. Mm-hmm. But it's like, this is attention for the wrong reasons.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, and it will be misread.
Yeah. Oh, it 100% will be. And also, if there's an old person there and you still explain it, they'll still be like, I don't get it.
No.
They'll be like, okay, so there's this show called
They'll be
Arthur.
real focused on rats and comparing people to rats.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Oh. What's this? Something's crack-a-lacking. So there's updates.
Oh.
Well, guys, as many of you pointed out in the comments, me getting a throwaway account didn't help. She found the post. I guess I was too specific after all. We'll update soon.
That's the thing. They always get throwaways, but then the ketchup one.
Yeah, I know.
Ketchup post is like, it's like they're reading the script out that the guy wrote.
Yeah.
If they're like a regular Reddit person, or if any of their friends are, they're gonna see it and know who it is.
Yeah, I mean, they might or might not on Reddit, but I don't know. Okay, final update. Hello, everyone. I would like to thank you all for your judgment, advices, and opinions on my post. It was greatly appreciated.
The way he talks.
So, ... The conversation did not go well. She was livid with me for exposing her in this way. And although I showed her the comments, most important, the ones from the LGBTQIA community, she refused to admit that her dress was a poor choice, but in fact, her way to, quote, appreciate the gays. That did not sit well with me.
It's kind of like, also, if you're going to a gay wedding, I assume people don't want you there being like, gay! It's about gayness.
Gay.
It's like, it should be celebrating these two people.
Exactly,
not just gay in general. You know? And it's like, she thinks that's what's important, but I don't think that's what they think is important, probably.
No, they probably think what's important is that they're,
we have our close
married.
friends and family here.
Yeah. We're having a celebration of our love.
We're regular
and
people.
They're not like,
that's the point. She's like
almost, gay!
Yeah.
It's like, I think that people sometimes try to be progressive, but then they do too much, and it comes across not like offensive, but like
seems
insensitive.
Not thoughtful at all.
Yeah,
even
exactly.
though they're trying to be like supportive and stuff.
Oh my God. Like, my mom used to do this all the time because she was like really liberal. So our family friend, his wife is Jamaican, and she's like a really beautiful black lady, right? And my mom one time got drunk and was like, "You look like Beyonce." And I was like, "Ma, don't fucking do that."
No.
It's insane.
Yeah.
That's so bananas to say.
Yeah.
Ugh. But she was like she was trying to be like whatever, but then she just did too much and came across as like offensive. Anyway, she was trying to appreciate the gays, and that did not sit well with me. Love can move mountains, but it cannot maintain a relationship with a homophobic.
What?
I don't know. This is not written very well.
Wait, can you read that again?
It says, love can move mountains, but it cannot maintain a relationship with a homophobic. I think he means homophobe.
Yeah, but
it's not homophobic.
No. I don't know what he's saying right there.
He's saying she was like, she was basically
is she accusing him of being homophobic because
I don't know.
He doesn't want her to wear the dress?
No, she said it's her way to. She was like, it's my way to appreciate the gays. Yeah. And then he said that didn't sit well with me. And then he was like, love can move mountains, but it cannot maintain a relationship with a homophobic. I don't understand either.
He thought so much about that, and it makes no sense.
I know.
I'm really trying, but I don't know what that means.
So now I am going to the wedding a single, rat-free dress man.
Oh, good.
I did reach out to my friend and send him this post. He thought the situation was hilarious.
What do you think she wore? Do you think she wore something really drab and gray and ugly to punish him?
He said I'm going to the wedding a single rat-free dress man.
She's not going at all. Okay.
I think she's not going, or they broke up.
Yeah. If she did go to punish him, I think she would have made herself look sad and ugly.
But also, it's not her. You think she'd make herself look ugly?
I don't know. I think it'd be funny if she did. She could really get him back by looking like shit. You know what she'd look like? You know those little mermaid ghost things or whatever? What? The scary things in the Little Mermaid.
Oh,
That's what she would dress like.
Is that in the Little Mermaid? Anyway, hold on. Let me get through this post.
Am I in a dream?
Yeah. I did reach out to my friend and send him this post. He thought the situation was hilarious, but if she did show up in the dress, he would definitely kick us to the curb. I guess this is all. P.S. I am deeply sorry for misspelling Harpy's name. It won't happen again. Which is the lady from Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah. Man.
He's like...
So you think they broke up?
That's what he said... But also, this guy's not very good at communicating in general. Mm-hmm. His writing is not great.
If I were a homophobe, I would not move mountains. Well, you know the saying. What?
I know it's funny because he's using all these very florally phrases, but then it's a
river runs dry with racist thought. It just makes no sense.
It's he's falling it's he's succumbing to anesthesia as he gets to the end of the sentence.
Yeah, he's sleep talking.
Yeah.
It makes no sense. He's no, it means so. You know when you're sleep talking and you wake up in the middle of it kind of, and you're no, you feel you really had something to say.
Yeah.
That's this guy.
Yeah, exactly. Love can move mountains, but it cannot maintain a relationship with a homophobic. Oh God, that was the I love gay rats thing. Mm-hmm. Bananas.
Yeah, I love gay rats with stuffed rat. I would love to see the dress. I am kind of sad it never happened because I'd like to see it.
Well, actually, almost dropped my vape. But when I looked up the I love gay rats thing, or when I looked up the gay rats wedding meme, this shirt came up.
I support gay rats.
It says, I support gay rat weddings. And then it has 2 gay rats on it.
And one's holding a rainbow balloon shaped as a heart. I don't like the font. I know that's not the point. I don't like the font. This is when, did you already tell this on the pod? When you might have said this in the last recording, you told Mike Racine your last boyfriend threw a chair at you.
Oh, no, I didn't say this. Hold on.
That's me focusing on the font.
I know, yeah. I was we were hanging out with Mike Racine at the stand, and we just ran into him, and he's I'm so glad I found you. And then he was I was oh yeah, dating's not going very well, fucking blah, blah, blah. The last guy that I that loved me threw a chair at me. And then he's oh wow. What kind of chair? He took a beat.
No other comment.
He took a beat to really think about it. He was wow, yeah.
I can't really understand the gravity of this until I know what kind of chair.
Yeah. It's getting caught up on the wrong details.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's
But also I was that's a good question. Because I don't know what I was imagining.
And then you were in a different conversation next to me. And then I was oh, a metal chair. And then you were a metal chair? You just became aware of it at that moment.
I think I did imagine some kind of plastic event chair.
No,
something.
It was his
Even though that makes no sense.
You were at
you don't
his
have that in an apartment. Yeah.
You were at his apartment. He had those bar stools.
Crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Dented the floor. But I dodged it, bitch.
Yeah.
Can't get me that easy.
Bing, 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 I started doing it. I was like, this feels wrong, but I didn't know what I was doing wrong.
This doesn't feel right.